What's going on, my trainer club? We are going to break down how to hit excellent throws every single time on Palkia so that you can catch more when you fight him. So welcome to the trainer club, guys. Here we go. Since Palkia is out and super dope and I have this amazing background in me, I had to do this. So if there's a little bit of wave noise, I apologize, but I just could not resist filming in front of this beautiful sunset right now. So I also want to know how you guys are doing on Palkia since he's a little further back than we have had before. If you haven't checked out my counter Palkia video, make sure to check that out. I'm dropping it up here right now for you guys now. So if you want to know the counters, go and check out that video. However, what we're going to get into, just to overview, the 100% IV at level 20 is going to be 2280 under normal conditions, and then go ahead and be boosted under wind or water. We are going to be able to catch it at 2850. So those are the 100% IVs to look for. And now we're going to get down to how to hit excellent throws every single time for Palkia to make sure that you can hit more excellence and catch more Palkia, because this is how we catch a lot more of the legendary Pokemon. Although it is possible to catch them on bunk throws that don't hit good, great, or excellence, it really does overall increase your chances. So the number one thing we want to make sure we do every single time is to set the ball. Set the ball is pushing down on the circle, letting it go from big to small. And what I do in the first is I watch him do his attack and I see how long the attack animation is. The second thing, once I set that up and I'm comfortable with my throw, you have to know how far Palkia is going to be. Is Palkia going to be up close or is he going to be far? So he's a little bit further. So when throwing, you're going to have a little bit more speed when you push the ball up into the corner. And then really just getting down the memorization of where in the screen you are releasing to hit Palkia every single time. The other thing I want to mention is Palkia jumps around quite a bit. He actually jumps, hovers, drops, jumps, hovers, drops. That's not his attack. He does it often. So just be patient. You don't need to reset the circle. Just wait for the attack. Don't do it on the jumps because the jumps happen often. Do not throw the ball. You're going to waste your ball by him doing another jump or an attack. Wait for the attack, time it perfectly, let it go, and you'll hit him every single time, just like I teach you. So those are my tips. Make sure to either choose if you're going to hit a great throw or an excellent throw, and then just get consistent as possible. So let's check out right now how to hit excellent throws up close so that you can get more comfortable with where the release point is, the timing, making sure you have down the attack, and the appropriate circle size. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Here we go, guys, up close and personal, trying to get the Palkia excellent throw master tutorial right now. So the first thing I always do is set the circle. You can start by holding down on the ball and notice how the circle goes from big to small. Once you get it comfortable, you can go ahead and let it go. I'm going to do this one more time so that I can show you what it looks like when we set the circle and where the great and excellent throw ranges are, because I always go ahead and hold the ball so that you can see his attack animation so that you can get used to it. So when you go ahead and hold the ball here, he is going to do an attack, which then freezes the circle, and it's a relatively short attack for how far back he is. So if we look right here, this is the great throw range. So this is where you're going to hit great throws at the very edge, and then if we shrink it down just a little bit, this is the excellent throw range, the big of the excellence. So here's the great, and there is the excellent right there. So go ahead and release that, and now we're going to start looking at the excellent throw breakdown so that you can make sure to hit this every single time. Boom, there you go, right there. That is the first excellent throw that we throw. First ball on the Pokemon. We have this technique down and we can do it every single time. So boom, there we go. The key here is to make sure to get the timing down right. So we're going to look at the timing first of all to make sure that we know exactly when to throw this ball. So here we go, ultra slow motion. Here comes the attack. Pick up the ball. You have to do it relatively quick. Right as he's on his way back, you throw it, because this is going to be when he comes back. So notice his position right now. His shoulder is almost back, and then right when it's done, here goes, the circle's popping up right there. So that's pretty much perfect. We could get it a little bit more timed, but as far as getting another animation or a jump off, we are sitting pretty good here. So let's go ahead and check this out in a little bit slower motion. So we're going to go up, down, up, and then release point up in that top corner, which is going to allow us to hit that excellent throw every single time, which is really what we want to do here. So we're going to break this down even slower with some pauses. So here's the up. And if you notice, guys, I don't do as much of the spinning as I do on the other throws, what I do is go from down, and the down part, so I usually go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spins. On this one, I only do a couple because of how far he is and how fast you have to launch the ball during his attack animation. It's not a very long animation like Groudon. So then we're going to come down. Here's the down to the throw point. And then right after this down to the throw point, we're going straight up into the corner for the release point. And you notice how far I drag the ball across the screen. The ball literally goes from the bottom left all the way to the top right. And that is how I managed to make sure to throw the ball far enough, because he's pretty far back there. He's much further back than Groudon, obviously. He's maybe about Kyogre's length, but he doesn't go from side to side. And then I'm going to be able to hit that excellent throw every single time. So let's go ahead and check this out in ultra slow motion so that you can see everything that happens. Here comes the attack animation. He is going to attack. As soon as I notice the attack coming is when I pick the ball, but notice how much of a delay there is, because I have to get this ball off very quickly to make sure that I'm able to get the excellent throw before the circle pops up so that we can time it so he doesn't bat the ball down or do anything like that. So boom, the circle pops up, and notice where the ball is. The ball is just about to hit him directly in the head for that excellent throw, which is how I manage to hit these excellent throws every single time. So if you need to rewatch this as many times as you possibly can to get down that quick circle, because like I said, you have to make a very quick circle. Even one full circle with the ball to get the curveball going, and just launching it will also work for you. So let's go ahead and check this out. Right before we finish up here, I want to make sure that you guys have all of the repeats that you can possibly see. See how fast I have to do that, because his attack animation is so short and he's so far back. You have to get the speed on the ball. You have to get the short curveball to make sure it goes, and then you get the catch. So that's what I want to point out. Make sure to get the very, very quick spin on the curveball, and then just launch it up into the top corner. Watch this a couple times to get the throw down, to make sure that you can get where you're comfortable with. And if you're not comfortable with hitting excellence, start with greats and work towards excellence, because that is the best thing that you can possibly do. Do what's right for you, and you will always succeed in that manner. So there's the excellent throw, the hit, and that is the catch. Alright guys, so that is it. Make sure to take your time. Do not rush. Get down the attack. Get comfortable with how far he is. Get comfortable with the distance, where you have to throw, where you have to release it. Rewatch this a couple times and make sure that you have everything down pat, so that when you see that 2280 or something close to that, you know that you're going to be able to catch it with confidence, because you have been hitting excellent throws every single time, like I taught you. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the entire catch play of this Palkia so you can see it in regular motion. I'm gonna skip around a little bit because he does jump quite often, and I just wanna make sure that you get the most efficient thing that you possibly can. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Watch the rest if you want to, replay it to make sure you have this down, and of course, get out there and catch those Palkia. Thank you, guys.